Hello and welcome to this next video on the signs. Today we're going to talk about Scorpio in astrology, which is the next quality of life coming after Libra. So the signs are the qualities of life, the characteristics that come through. You can see this if you've got any planets in this example in Scorpio, and also if you have any houses, or there's always at least one house associated with Scorpio, so you can see where these characteristics and qualities come through. So Scorpio, after Libra was about understanding duality, understanding the importance of balance and the natural qualities that come out from that. So now we come into the next level of the spiritual evolution, which is once we understand the importance of two, this is where we start to understand the importance of three. Scorpio is not only about morality and justice and all these Libra things, which are the kind of foundation or the prelude to it. It's also about what comes after morality. Why? For what reason? For what reason do we have harmony and balance in our life? Well, this is the third point here, which is about transformation, which is about connecting to our spiritual evolution and evolving and having these more transformed qualities of life and connecting to something that's larger than self, which is all what the water houses are about. Now, this is the second of the three water houses, so it's not quite at Pisces just yet, which is going to be about the all-encompassing, creation and creator. But here it's the step in between where it's the more earthly side of it, which is the nurturing qualities of Cancer, and going into the transformative aspects, which then lead to that spiritual liberation of Pisces. So it's the middle of the water signs in this evolution, so to speak. So this is basically what it is. It's about uncovering the deep truth about who we are and also about life in a nutshell. So it's not so much in the analytical sense, unless you have, of course, Mercury there, or maybe even your sun there. It's not so much that you're understanding it as much as it's that we just feel it. The actual sign in and of itself is watery, it's receptive, and it's feminine in nature. So it's about that spiritual process of seeing where we might have attachments, where we might have unhealthy bonds, seeing the instinctual aspects of life or feeling the instinctual aspects of self. And through that, we're able to transmute them because, in order to transform anything, we have to first become aware of it. And here, again, the awareness is on the intuitive feeling level. And it's that kind of spiritual awareness that we have, which then allows us to have that spiritual transformation and that sort of healing or redemption that comes as a result of that. So when we're focused on this, wanting to uncover the truth about ourselves, uncover the truth about life, and maybe even of our relationships, these are the kinds of qualities that come through, or the Scorpio qualities. So things like transparency, right? Being open, being vulnerable and honest. These are the healthy qualities of Scorpio. Now, not everything about Scorpio is open. It's important to have some level of privacy, which we learned back from Cancer, which is having, some level of, you can call it secrecy, right? But it's privacy. It's things that are personal for you that we don't necessarily need to share. They're our own personal spiritual processes, So there is an element of it that can be healthy about having that privacy and secrecy, so much as it's a personal thing. But in relationships, really being open and vulnerable and having that trust with self primarily, but then through naturally the relationship, are all qualities that are very balanced when with Scorpio. So penetrating is another one, really wanting to get down to the matter of things. Again, this is very obvious when it's a masculine sort of energy, like if you have Mars in Scorpio, really wanting to get down to the brass tacks of things. But with, let's say, even the feminine energy, like if you have your moon in Scorpio, it's when things are deep, when things are raw, when they're right at the core of the matter, you would feel good emotionally, which is the moon energy. Very accepting, right? A healthy, balanced Scorpio energy is very accepting because, again, it's that mutuality of having that caring quality, protective nature of Cancer already established in the process. Having good bonds, healthy bonds, right, through those deeper connections. And again, this is primarily with self first and non-attachment, and this is mostly in life. With Scorpio, when we really go to the depth, we really understand the process of life and death and beginnings and endings and transformation. We have that insight, again, intuitive insight that is, non-attached, because we understand that this is life. This is how life is, and it's very deep, and it requires a lot of deep insight, deep exploration within self to have this. But with that awareness and through this process, we naturally become that much more liberated and that much more non-attached to the life process of endings and beginnings and transformation. So those are some of the qualities that you can see with Scorpio. Now, it's also associated with the 8th house. Okay, it's also ruled by Mars traditionally. So if you want more information on this, check out where Mars is in your natal chart, and also Pluto modernly. Okay, can show you these types of qualities, and wherever Pluto's placed will show you the houses and signs that's associated with it if you want to get deeper with it, understand more about these qualities of yourself. It's also balanced by Taurus. Opposite Scorpio is the earthly Taurus, which is about our material values mostly. So, it's this whole axis, Scorpio and Taurus, is all about our values, but Scorpio is the deeper values, right? Again, the real truth of the matter. Taurus is about the simple pleasures, the enjoyments of the simple life. Sometimes things don't need to be as intense. Sometimes things don't need to be as deep. This is the sort of lessons or experiences of Taurus. So if you have a lot of Scorpio energy, you can balance it out with the Taurus qualities, which is enjoying the simple life, the good meal, the relaxation, the easygoingness, the sensual pleasures, connecting to your senses, and even striving on the earthly sense towards your material values can help ground and balance out the very deep energies of Scorpio. And vice versa, of course, too. If you have a lot of Taurus, you can balance this out with getting deeper with your values, which is Scorpio. It's fixed, so it's very much about our own personal aspects. If you recall from Leo, and Taurus, it's very much about our own personal values, our own personal insights. So this is what makes the quality very fixed here. So it's good to be adaptive and open with fixed energy, but in general, it is a very firm and direct sort of perspective, because it's the truth. What is the truth? And that's all that really matters there. All right, so that's Scorpio in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions, please do comment down below, and I'll see you guys all next time for Sagittarius. Take care.